Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
Good afternoon. Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey for WKYT as the news continues.
Welcome back and get ready. We're tracking another winter storm. We'll have rain and warmer temperatures today before cold air returns along with some snow.
Yeah, it changes everything. We have declared a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day to get you prepared and updated on the changes. Let's begin now with meteorologist Micah Harris and the latest forecast.
Yeah, the latest forecast, flood watch in effect later on this afternoon off into the overnight hours. That's when the heaviest rain really comes flying on in here. Not only that, but this is kind of rare to see, to be honest. I mean, you get a winter storm watch on top of a flood watch. You don't typically see that, so this is just kind of one of those storms that has everything involved. Now, this is intact later on tomorrow into the overnight hours into Thursday. We already have some light rain outside. You are getting some moderate shots here and there, but I want to show you this. 42 in Lexington, 55 in Corbin. Now, you'll start to see that warmest air slide northbound, and we'll be there in the mid to upper 50s later on today, and even some low 60s down south. Your next 24 hours shape up like this. Once we get in the 50s, we stay there for quite some time, even through midnight. Midnight, you'll be in the mid-50s. That's when your actual high is during the day there for tomorrow, because rain picks up, complete washout tomorrow morning, and our temperatures continue to dive. And that is a problem for us because we're going to change that rain, heavy rain, into heavy snow and also sleet. We have a lot to talk about. New weather data just coming in, and I'll show you what that's showing coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. If you still need winter weather supplies, you'll want to stock up sooner rather than later. Chevy Chase Hardware in Lexington, one of the few places in town that still has shovels and salt. Owner Bill Edwards says the items, though, are selling very quickly.
We've already had phone calls this morning. Everybody is shocked and surprised that we have ice melt and snow shovels, and they're on their way as soon as they find out we've got it.
At the Lowe's in Hamburg, they only have a few pallets of de-icer and even fewer shovels, and they say they do not currently have any salt available. Remember, you can stay up to date on the weather anytime. Just visit WKYT.com for the latest forecasts as well as closings and our weather headlines. Other news now, many unanswered questions this afternoon following a shooting.
The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says one person was shot at a home on Hazel Patch Road last night. Another showed up at a hospital with a gunshot wound to the shoulder. Right now, police aren't exactly sure what happened. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is tracking the investigation. Phil?
The Laurel County Sheriff's Office tells me that a 911 phone call took them to a home on Hazel Patch Road in the East Bernstadt community about 8 o'clock last night. When they got there, they say that the initial report was that it was a home invasion, but now they say they're not really sure what happened. They say that they found a woman with a gunshot wound to the stomach. That person is 47-year-old Pamela Newcomb. She is one of the homeowners. Police say later in their investigation, they learned that another person that had been there, Ricky Eddie Eversole, sought treatment of another gunshot wound at the Somerset Hospital. Police say at this point they believe there was some kind of a fight between Newcomb and one of the two people outside the residence.
Really, the investigation's in its infancy, and we have a lot of investigative work to do. The actual, what transpired at the residence, that's yet to be determined.
Now, police say they know of at least one other person that was part of this, and they're trying to track that person down. Again, a lot of unanswered questions on exactly what happened. We're going to have a lot more later today, but for now, in Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Phil, thank you. And police say Eversole sought treatment at the Somerset Hospital and was later airlifted to UK. Deputies have captured a man who escaped after a chase. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says they found James Harrison on Elmwood Court this morning. They say Harrison led them on a chase last night and damaged a deputy's cruiser before getting away. He faces a long list of charges, including resisting arrest, fleeing and evading, and wanton endangerment.
A man accused of sexually abusing a child headed to court this morning. William Hyatt pleaded not guilty to charges in Harrison County. He's also charged with sexual abuse in Fayette County. State police say the abuse happened 35 years ago when the child was 12. Hyatt is scheduled to be back in court in Harrison County on May 5th, with a trial date set now for May 28th. Well, a woman admits to causing a crash that killed an 11-year-old boy. Melissa Collette pleaded guilty to manslaughter, 3 counts of assault, and a count of DUI in the 2012 crash in Knox County. Police say she crossed the center line on Kentucky 223 and hit a car carrying the victim, Nathaniel Broughton, 2 other children, and an adult driver. The Times-Tribune reports that Collette has agreed to a 12-year sentence as part of the plea deal.
A man is in jail accused of shoving and threatening the Letcher County Judge Executive. Jack Cornett is charged with harassment, disorderly conduct, and menacing. According to an arrest warrant, Cornett came into Jim Ward's office yesterday shouting and cursing towards the judge and his staff. Ward did not want to comment on the incident when contacted Tuesday morning.
Lexington's Government Center is closed for another day following that electrical fire. The fire happened Sunday evening in the center's garage. Workers have restored power, but they say they still need to do testing before everything comes back on and everybody can get back in the building. The mayor says the fire is just the latest in a string of problems for the aging City Hall.
In the last month and a half, we've had sanitary sewer pipe break. We've had this pipes break on us after the thawing and the ice, and now we've had this condition. This has all happened within a month, and upwards of several $100,000 of remedial work.
City employees should be able to return to the building at some point tomorrow. Water problems continue to improve for people in Estill County. The Estill County Water District lifted a boil water advisory effective at 8:30 this morning. Thousands in the county had no water service for several days. That's because of last month's tough winter storm. Well, new research may have you reaching for another cup of coffee.
Also, the added benefits of high-intensity exercise. Ebony Williams has details in this Better Living report.
A new study finds both low and high-intensity workouts can help with weight loss, but only high-intensity workouts also help fight diabetes. Canadian researchers divided 300 obese people into 2 groups. One did short, high-impact exercise 5 times a week. The other did less strenuous physical activity. All participants showed smaller waistlines, but only the high-intensity group also lowered their glucose levels. Many women don't know enough about breast density, according to a new report from the Mayo Clinic. Increased breast density is linked to a higher risk of breast cancer and can make it more difficult to spot cancers in mammograms. But according to the study, only about half of women surveyed knew that breast density affects breast cancer detection and that it's related to cancer risk. And there's more evidence drinking coffee can help your heart. Research in the British Medical Journal shows people who drank 3 to 5 cups of coffee a day had less calcium buildup around their arteries than people who drank fewer than 3 cups a day. Calcium buildup increases the risk of blood clots. But too much coffee isn't good either. People who drank more than 5 cups had the highest levels of calcium buildup. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Ebony Williams, CBS News, New York.
A recall alert for Hyundai owners. The company is recalling 63,000 cars because a sensor problem could cause drivers to lose power-assisted steering. The affected models include 2008 to 2010 Elantras and Elantra touring vehicles. Owners can contact Hyundai for more information.